Shire for Roger Staub.
Hipple took over as quarterback of the Detroit Lions. They've won 5, lost 2, and they are tied for the Central Division lead. Tight end David Hill is a big target. He's caught 21 passes thrown by Hipple. Running back Billy Sims is piling up the yardage, and he has rushed for 11 touchdowns with his combination of speed and power. The Packers trail Detroit now by 1 game. Lynn Dickey is back at quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. He now has among his core of receivers John Jefferson. He came from San Diego. JJ is one of the most exciting circus catchers in the business of professional football. In the upset victory over Minnesota last week, Dickey threw a 47-yard pass to his favorite receiver, James Lofton. Lofton won the battle for the football. He shook off a defender, dragged him down the sideline, went in for the touchdown. Today, the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. To receive, and they've sent Mike McCoy deep. He's flanked by Harlan Huckabee on one side and Turdell Middleton on the other. Getting ready to kick the ball off is Ed Murray for the Detroit Lions. Checking it out on the 35-yard line to reset the ball on the kicking tee. It's overcast here at game time in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The last home game of the year for the Green Bay Packers, and as usual, we have a sellout crowd here. Dick Jorgensen's crew of officials on hand for this afternoon's game. John Keck, DeGory Haggerty, Boy Smith, Roy Clammer, Royal Cathcart, and Dick Dolack completing that crew of striped shirts. We're going to have a holder keep the ball from blowing off the tee. Now we wait for Dick Jorgensen's whistle, and there it is. Here comes Murray. McCoy, 3 yards deep in the end zone, will not run it out. Touchback, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So the Green Bay Packers take over, and Lynn Dickey will be at quarterback. There it is. Dickey, Harlan Huckabee, and Gary Ellis. Spells it G-E-R-R-Y, pronounces it Gary. And receivers Lofton and Jefferson, about whom we talk. There's the offensive line. Concar starting in place of Stokes up there at the tackle. Stokes is out with an injury. Kaufman is the tight end. All right, Jefferson to the left side, Lofton to the right side. Quick pitch, Gary Ellis. Gary Ellis with the big gainer out there to the 29-yard line. Doug English came in to make the tackle. Pick up 9 on the play. There is the defensive line for the Detroit Lions. They've got William Gay out there at the end as Al Bubba Baker is out with an injury, and Furness is playing the tackle spot vacated by Gay. Linebackers and the deep backs. Luther Bradley starting back there in place of Jimmy Allen. Allen on the injury list. This is Huckabee looking for the first down. If he got to the stripe, he got it. Furness and Doug English made the tackle. He had to get the ball to the stripe for the first down. And he didn't do it. It's inches short. 3rd down. Gary Lewis has come in, double tight end. Big fella, 234, 6'5". He's a rookie from the University of Texas at Arlington. 3rd and less than 1, just short of the 30-yard line. Ellis in the right set, Huckabee in the left set. Ellis. Well, it'll depend entirely on where they mark it. Again, he had to get it to the stripe for the first down.
Well, he was met head on, Lindsay. It looked like he didn't make it. It depends on where they spot it. They gave it to him.
Ken Fantetti was the middle linebacker who met him head on. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, Lindsay, from a coaching standpoint, I like what the Packers did. They've run the football. We know they have a good passing attack with the receivers we talked about at the top of the show, but they're establishing the run now, and that'll help their pass protection.
Here they go into the eye, and they double Jefferson and Lofton to the right side. Jefferson in the slot. Dickey to Lofton. Incomplete. Got away from him out there about the 33-yard line. Ray Oldham covering defensively. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line. And Dickey Unloaded it out there to Lofton, who has come off, and Ron Cassidy has replaced him, holding his thumb. James Lofton as he came off.
Yeah, he acted like he hurt his hand on that play. Let's see.
Might have jammed it.
See if we can see it. Well, the ball was low into the inside. He may have fallen on his wrist.
Second down, 10 yards to go for the Green Bay Packers. Cassidy on a wide right. Jefferson is down left. Huckabee drives for 2 out to the 32-yard line to make it 3rd and 8. And it was Hector Gray on the tackle from the corner.
You know, Lindsey, Huckabee has really improved. He's improved his receiving. Here he is on a toss. He has good speed and quickness. And he's one of the reasons the Packers are in the race for the playoffs.
He's rushed for 333 yards, averaged 3 yards per carry, and has scored 3 touchdowns.
I like him.
3rd down play and 8 yards to go. Detroit into the nickel in anticipation of the pass play. Kaufman in motion across. That's the tight end. Dickey. Kaufman dropped the ball. It's incomplete. Ray Oldham covering defensively. That'll bring on the punting unit. Ray Stakowicz coming on to do the punting now.
Kaufman's a good receiver, fine tight end. That ball was thrown quite a bit behind him.
Robbie Martin has dropped back. He is center deep, standing along his 34-yard line. Stakowicz, a rookie out of Michigan State. Charlie Anna is in to make the snap in deep punt formation. Robbie Martin watches it, calls for the fair catch, and speeds up to make the catch. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Robbie Martin showed good judgment. That ball was short, and it would have hit the ground and bounced. He came up, signaled for a fair catch.
Kicked it up into the wind, and the wind held it up to give the Detroit Lions excellent feed. 41.6% of his passes since taking over quarterback. Sims and Bussey. Hill in motion across. That's Billy Sims. Stopped by Mark Murphy as he crossed the midfield marker. Very close to the 1st down. Might have picked it up.
Well, here it is. Going with their bread and butter runner right away. Bussey leading the play. Good block. Almost picked up a 1st down. They did.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. There's the Detroit Lions offense. Bussey, the fullback, of course. Leonard Thompson and Freddie Scott, the wide receivers. There's the offensive line with David Hill, the tight end. Into the I formation. Bussey ahead of Sims. David Hill in motion across. Here's Sims. Lost a foot or so as Mark Murphy came in to make the tackle.
Mark Murphy's a free agent they signed who's a hitter. Does a good job in there. Good size, 6'2", about 199.
That's a down 3. Terry Jones, the nose tackle for the Green Bay Packers. They get Ezra Johnson in there on a 4 on occasion. There are the linebackers, a fine core there. And the deep backs.
Mark Lee's having a big year, Lindsey.
A Detroit Lion shaken up here. It is Carl Balderschwaller. Vince Thompson and Dexter Bussey, incidentally, are shuttling the plays in, the offensive plays, which will give Vince Thompson a little more playing time than he's used to.
You know, a matchup I'm interested in today is Mike Butler versus Keith Dorney. That should be a good one-on-one.
This is the last road game of the year for the Detroit Lions.
You know, Lindsey, another thing, Sims likes to run on grass. In fact, Sims prefers grass over AstroTurf. Now, that's quite an oddity, I think. Most of the guys coming out of college now have been playing on AstroTurf, and they prefer that.
And Sims played on AstroTurf at Oklahoma.
Yes, he did.
This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League. It's intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Green Bay Packers and the National Football League is prohibited. Bart Starr head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Homer Elias is moving over now to that tackle position, and Tommy Ginn is taking over for Elias at the offensive left guard spot, as Baldischwaller is being assisted off the field. So that takes some adjustment in the offensive line for Monty Clark, the head coach of the Detroit Lions. They've won 7 and lost 6. The Packers won 6 and lost 7. Detroit Lions, of course, in the three-way tie with Tampa Bay and with Minnesota for the top spot in the Central Division of the NFC. There are the NFC Central contenders and their remaining schedules. It's all jumbled up in the Central, believe me. Here we go. Second down, 11 yards to go. The ball's at the 50-yard line. No score. We're in the first quarter. Sims and Bessie in there in the I formation. Sims goes to the tailback. On the draw play. Sims got about 5. George Cumby in to make the tackle.
Well, Lindsey, Sims did that on his own. The hole was jammed up. He pushed off to the outside and picked up about 4 yards.
It'll be third down and 6 now. Vince Thompson is bringing in the next play. Now he's 6 feet tall, 230-pounder.
Yeah, excuse me, Lindsey. Another dimension that Hipple adds is his scrambling ability, his ability to run in this situation.
Got a great deal of mobility. Leonard Thompson's out in the slot. Brady Scott's beyond him, wide right. Brady Scott in motion back. Hipple. And it is intercepted at the 34-yard line by George Cumby. George Cumby. First and 10 at the 36 for the Green Bay Packers on the first turnover of the day.
Well, here's Hipple going back. Now he shows his inexperience here. He puts his ball up. It's thrown way behind Thompson, the receiver, and Cumby picks it off. Big play for the Packers.
First and 10 Pack. Reception to give the ball to the Green Bay Packers. First and 10 at their own 36. The word on Detroit's Baldischwaller is that he was kicked in the arm, sustained a bruise, and might be back. Running backs in an I formation. Ellis and Huckabee. But Lynn Dickey keeps it and guns it. And J.J. has it. Jefferson with the ball. First and 10 at the 42-yard line of Detroit. James Hunter made the stop.
Well, Detroit's trying to double both wide receivers. Now watch Jefferson go down the field. He isn't touched. No jam. Makes a little move. The ball's right on target. Behind the linebacker in front of the deep back. 22-yard gain.
Packers with the ball now in Detroit territory. Running backs in an I formation for Lynn Dickey. Tight end across, that's Kaufman. Huckabee cuts back. Struggles to the 39-yard line. Doug English made the tackle. Picked up 3 on the play, second and 7.
Well, you know, Lindsey, on that interception by Hipple, Mike Douglas, number 53, was right in his face, putting pressure on him. And Hipple threw that ball off balance. He shouldn't have thrown it.
Rams are leading the Giants by a score of 7-0. James Lofton back in the ball game, comes out to a wide right. John Jefferson to a wide left. Second down and 7 at the Detroit 39. That is Ellis. He got it to the 37-yard line for 2. Stan White made the tackle. Veteran linebacker.
Well, the Rams let Ellis go, and the Packers picked him up and signed him as a free agent, and he has a great future here. I think he's going to be an outstanding fullback.
Minnesota nothing, Chicago nothing. That's in the first quarter. Now they'll be watching that game and all over the Central Division. Minnesota, of course, in a tie with Tampa Bay and with the Detroit Lions for the top spot. Chicago's in last place. Third down and 5 yards to go. They're in the nickel. Kaufman in motion across. Lynn Dickey. Kaufman incomplete. Tried to get it to his tight end.
Ray Oldham, number 23, was right with him. Good coverage on him.
4th and 5. Stakowicz comes in to do the punting. No score first quarter. 8 minutes, 8 seconds remaining to be played in this period.
Now, Lindsey, here's where your punter has to kick the ball out of bounds. It doesn't do any good to kick it in the end zone, and you pick up about 15 yards. He has to knife that ball out of bounds.
He's kicking into a pretty stiff wind, right into it. Robbie Martin has dropped back, standing at his own 10-yard line. That's Robbie. Last time Stakowicz got that ball well up, and the wind caught it and held it. Charlie Ane is making the snap.
He makes perfect snaps. See that snap, tight spiral?
Got it out of bounds. Got it perfectly placed inside the 15-yard line. It's going to be spotted, as a matter of fact, back at the 8-yard line.
Oh, great kick.
1st and 10 at the 8. So the Detroit Lions get the ball, but they get it deep in their own territory on the 30-yard kick by Stakowicz. No score in the game. We're still in the first quarter here at Green Bay. Start this series at the 8-yard line, 1st and 10. Leonard Thompson, Freddie Scott come wide to the left side, doubled out there for Detroit. Eric Hipple. Scott in motion back to the inside. Leave it on the ground to Billy Sims. We got a couple.
Here comes Ezra Johnson in, number 90. It's a passing situation. Lindsay, I like this guy, number 90, Ezra Johnson. He can rush the passer. He's a great talent.
Mike Butler in there on the last tackle.
Look at that.
Washington Redskins leading the Philadelphia Eagles 6-0 in the first quarter.
Joe Washington ran 6 yards. The extra point was missed.
2nd down and 8 yards to go at the 10. Leonard Thompson right. Freddie Scott left. Running backs into an eye. Thompson's a fullback. Sims the tailback. David Hill in motion across. Vince Thompson.
Now that was smart offensive football. They're keying on Sims every play. Give the ball to the fullback. Keep the defense honest.
Anderson Cumbie made the tackle. May have picked up the first.
Quick hitter. Good sound, basic play.
They're going to measure for a possible first down before they take it to the inbounds marker and spot it.
Bob Snelker is upstairs. He calls all the plays down. I think he's one of the best offensive minds in football.
First down at the 18-yard line.
And you see the other reason that's a smart play, Lindsay, is that you're playing pass defense. Ezra Johnson was in there. Everybody's jet charging, going after the quarterback. You run a quick hitter at him, and that keeps them honest. The next time they come in with that nickel defense and that 4-man rush, it kind of slows them down a little bit.
Keep in mind that starting play today, both these teams are still in the battle for a playoff spot. At the end of the day's play, they might not be. It's that kind of a race in the Central Division. Norris is in there double tight end. Sims, Bussey carrying, and George Cumbie made the tackle.
Well, you know, Lindsay, I believe 23 of the 28 teams still have a chance for the playoffs. The loser here today is in bad shape.
It's in dire jeopardy.
If Green Bay loses, they're out. Detroit could lose and still have a chance, but it would be difficult for them.
Second down and 3 yards to go. Sims and Thompson. Out of setbacks. Shift them into an I formation. David Hill motion across. Eric Hipple going long to Leonard Thompson. And he made the catch. And it's at the 45-yard line, and Mark Lee's the cornerback over there.
You know, Hipple made a good throw there. Now watch this. Play action. Look at that ball. A little bit wobbly, but it's on the money. Right in front of Mark Lee. I mentioned Hipple as a deceiving quarterback. He doesn't look like a quarterback you'd picture, a picture quarterback, but he's getting the job done.
He doesn't sound like one, but he gets the job done. First and 10 at the 45. Bussey and Sims, the setbacks. Hipple. Cut down by Mike Douglas.
Well, he had the tight end coming across if he wanted to hit him on that. It's a good call. And this is the dimension he adds to their attack. It's a bootleg. Here comes the tight end, Hill, coming across. You can see Hill in the left corner of the screen there. But Hipple thought he could outrun the linebacker. Douglas made a play on him.
Second down and 2 with the ball at the 47-yard line of the Green Bay Packers now. 5 minutes, 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter, and there is no score. Freddie Scott comes to the left side, Leonard Thompson to the right side. Thompson is the fullback. Thompson. 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Big fellow rambles on to the 28-yard line. Maurice Harvey brought him down.
He showed power in that run.
230-pounder.
But watch this. Quick toss. He's got good blocking up front. Sims threw a block. Now watch Thompson break that tackle. A little bit sloppy tackling. Maurice Harvey knocked him out of bounds.
We did the Detroit opener against San Francisco, and Vince Thompson was the starting fullback and was injured on the first series of the season. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yeah.
Look at this. 49-7, Cincinnati nothing. Big game.
Yeah, Montana hit Bill Ring on a 4-yard pass.
Sims finally gets it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. John Anderson puts him down there.
Lindsey Sims made a good play. The ball was thrown behind him. It hit his right arm, and he stayed with it. This field is in great shape.
They have a system of electric wires underneath the surface that keeps it sort of dry and sort of warm. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball at the 28-yard line. Packer fans are chanting for defense. Sims and Thompson, the running backs for Detroit. Sims to the 24. 3rd and 6.
M blocking, man-for-man blocking, straight ahead with the fullback leading, Sims carrying.
Mike Butler made the stop.
Detroit's offensive line got a good takeoff on the ball and drove him back.
Ulysses Norris is coming there to tight end now. New England 7, Miami nothing in the first quarter. Thompson has gone off. Dexter Bussey's in at the fullback. We repeat that Thompson and Bussey are alternating, bringing in plays from the sideline. And now timeout. Eric Hipple has called a timeout, and he goes to the sideline. Whatever message he got, he didn't like it. He's come back along the sideline now for the Detroit Lions, but he's still alive playing the tackle. 3rd and 6 at the 24 for Detroit. Sims. Penalty marker. He got to the 20, was hit by Anderson and Murphy. There's a marker to be checked out. A linesman's flag.
What?
Green Bay is being consulted now. That is Mike Douglas up there to exercise the option. If he declines the penalty, it'll be 4th and 2 at the 20. If he takes it, it'll still be 3rd down. The penalty of 10 yards will be executed against the Detroit Lions. Dick Jorgensen is the referee.
Holding, number 80, offense, decline. 4th down.
4th and 2. They decline the penalty. The holding by Ulysses Norris. So now, Ed Murray has come on. Second-year man from Tulane. He's 22 of 30 in the field goal department, and his long for the year is 53.
He's done a great job the last 2 years for the Lions.
This will be a 38-yarder. Eric Hipple will hold. Ed Murray will kick. A 38-yard field goal attempt. There is no score as yet. 38-yarder is good. And the Detroit Lions have scored first with 4 minutes, 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Well, you might wonder why Bart refused that penalty. I think he made the correct decision. If you
Kickoff attempt. And McCoy chases it back 5 yards deep into the end zone, drops it, will not run it out. Touchback, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So now the Green Bay Packers with Lynn Dickey at quarterback today. See what they can do about moving the football. Dickey came back last week. He missed 2 games with back problems and tests.
Well, Lindsey, I said at the top of the show, if he has time to throw, if that offensive line gives him protection against that good Detroit defensive line, he'll be effective today because with Jefferson and Lofton and Kaufman, he's got 3 excellent receivers.
Gary Ellis and Harlan Huckabee are his setbacks. That's the tight end Kaufman across. Play action. J.J. And he's got it. Jefferson got it, and how I'll never know it. The 31-yard line. Yeah. Wayne Smith covering.
Great timing on that play. And that's what you have to do, throwing first down. Now watch Jefferson down the field, drives Smith off, hung in the air and made the catch. Beautiful timing.
1st and 10, Green Bay at the 31.
There it is again. Dickey delivered it perfectly as he was making his break.
Ellis in motion outside left. Huckabee and hit immediately when he got the football. Dave Purifoy.
Well, this is a tough Detroit defense. They're trained by Maxime Bond. He's a defensive coordinator, does I think a great job here.
Minnesota nothing, Chicago nothing in the 2nd quarter. That's that big Central Division game.
Isn't that something? Chicago doesn't score many points. Minnesota doesn't need many points to win.
Monty Clark, the head coach of these Detroit Lions. 2nd down, 11 yards to go. Play action. Screen. And Ellis is hit immediately. Ellis was hit immediately when he got the ball by Gary Cobb.
Yeah, Cobb's been playing great ball for him. They got rid of Weaver and put Cobb in there, and he's been doing a heck of a job. The screen took too long to develop. Cobb read it perfectly.
It'll be 3rd and 19. Hector Gray comes in there now in the nickel for Detroit.
Well, that nickel is one thing, but you need those 4 guys up front breathing down the quarterback's throat.
Back to tight end Kaufman to a wing right. Send him in motion. Len Dickey, 3rd and 19. Taking back Kaufman to tight end. Gary Cobb and Luther Bradley made the stop. He's about a yard short of first down.
Yeah.
Missed the first by about a yard at the 40-yard line.
Well, the tight end went in motion and ran an angle pass and goes underneath the linebackers. See if you can see it. Right here. And now if he turns upfield, he has the first down. But he was going laterally.
The crowd always wants you now to go for it, but the kicker has come in. Sakowicz is in deep punt formation.
If you listen to the crowd, you wouldn't have to carry a punter.
Robbie Martin is deep, standing at his own 25-yard line. Sakowicz kicking into the wind. Robbie Martin retreats, has it at the 20. Gets to the 26-yard line. Well, they'll start 1st and 10. Ron Cassidy downfield to make the tackle.
Robbie Martin made a good catch. That ball was floating in the wind. It's difficult to...
Came from the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. Be there. Eric Hipple. Up the middle and complete. Taken by Leonard Thompson. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Mark Murphy made the stop.
Now, Lindsey, that's the time to throw if you have to throw. Throw on first down. Play action. He had the protection. Thompson was open. The ball was a little bit behind him, but he made a good catch. Here it is. 1st and 10.
Carl Balderschwaller is back in there now at offensive left tackle for the Detroit Lions. Out earlier with a bruised arm. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Detroit's leading 3-0. That's David Hill in motion. That's Sims. And he's at the 45-yard line for 5. 2nd and 5. Mark Murphy made the stop. Eric Hipple keeping his hands warm there. Pockets of the jersey.
Well, you know, whenever you have a guy like Sims in the lineup, boy, does he keep the defense honest. Every time he gets his hands on that football, he can go all the way.
We have now 13 seconds left to play in the 1st quarter. Clock is running. Wind it down now to 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Running backs in an I formation for Eric Hipple. David Hill in motion across. Time has run out. They didn't get it off. They didn't get it off. Time expired in the quarter. They did not get the play off. And so that is the end of the first quarter here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And the score is Detroit 3 in the Green. Second down, 5 yards to go. Detroit has the ball on the Green Bay 45-yard line. Double tight end, David Hill, Ulysses Norris. Running backs, Dexter Bussey and Billy Sims. Billy Sims, oh my. Casey Merrill got there first with his friends, including Mike Douglas.
Well, Casey Merrill's been playing good football for the Packers defense. Good penetration, they're dogging. And when you're dogging and you hit the run, you hit the right type of run, you got the strongest defense, and that's what happened. They had the dog on. They're running a delay.
Third down and 9 yards to go. Detroit at the Green Bay 49-yard line. Ezra Johnson's in there now, 4-down lineman. Eric Hipple. Incomplete. Billy Sims trying to reach back for it. Maurice Harvey covering.
Well, it was low and behind the receiver. You know, Hipple, Lindsey, just watched him, seems to do better on play-action passes than when he has to set up and go right back. Here it is. He's got pretty good protection. See, the ball is low and behind the receiver.
So back to do the punting now is Tom Studani. He's averaged 44.3. They've got Nixon back there deep, along with Mark Lee. Mark Lee on the left side, Fred Nixon on the right side, the 10-yard line. Into the wind. Fair catch signal by Nixon, makes a skidding catch. So Green Bay starts first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Nixon made a good play.
Their own 22-yard line. Paul Kaufman, Gary Lewis, double tight end alignment. Gary Ellis is the lone setback for Lynn Dickey, the quarterback. Ellis got 5. Penalty marker.
You know, Lindsey, Skildani's punt only traveled 26 yards. He got that ball up too high into the wind.
Holding against the pack. Nullify the gain by Ellis. White is up there to exercise the option, Stan White. You think a lot of him, don't you?
Oh, I think he's a coach on the field. When Maxie came over here, Maxie Vaughn came over here from Baltimore, the one guy he wanted was White. And Maxie trained him. He's one of the few, maybe the only general defensive quarterback in the league that runs the show, trained by the
holding number 69. Offense,
Maxie Vaughn.
still first down.
Leotis Harris was the culprit. Puts the ball back there at the 16-yard line.
He controls everything on defense. He calls audibles. He shifts the line, relays audibles. It's beautiful to watch White, number 52.
First down. Dickey. And he threw it behind Lofton and almost intercepted by James Hunter. 128.
Well, Hunter could have had that, maybe should have had it. Here it is. Here's White dropping back, buzzing. Hunter had it, didn't expect it. The ball's right on you before you expect it, and that's why he missed it.
Second down, 16 yards to go at the 16-yard line. Huckabee and Ellis now the setbacks. Jefferson and Lofton the wide receiver. Tight end outside. Then Dickey.
Well,
that's all. William Gay.
Now that's the advantage Detroit's defense has is that Dickey is immobile. He's not going to run around like Hipple. So if they have the rush, if he doesn't have protection, he's in trouble. He'll probably get sacked. Good rush by Gay. Ran a stunt. Packers didn't pick it up.
3rd and 27. Ball is at the 8-yard line. Dickey from the end zone. Trying to get it to Lofton, but he was short. Hunter covering defensively.
Lindsey, he was pressured by Gay again. The ball was short, but William Gay, 79, was right in his face.
They know each other. There was that thing earlier in the year about Gay spearing Dickey. Look at this. Philadelphia Eagles 7 and the Redskins 6. Second quarter.
Jaworski hit Billy Camfield on a 25-yard touchdown pass.
Ray Sakowicz is back to do the punting. Robbie Martin is now back to receive it. Standing at his own 47-yard line. Detroit should come out of this with excellent field position, although Sakowicz is punting from the end zone with the wind at his back. Robbie Martin at the 50, 45. Almost to the 40-yard line. Jim Jensen made the tackle.
Well, I like what he did, Lindsey. I always wanted my return men to go straight ahead in this area, not be dancing around and losing ground. They got some positive yardage here, and I watch him go right straight ahead. See, he picks up about 5, 6, 7 yards there by going straight ahead.
They'll start 1st and 10 from the 40. To the Detroit Lions, once head coach of the 49ers, longtime assistant to Don Shula in Miami. Played his football at Southern Cal. 1st and 10. Detroit has the ball at the Green Bay 40-yard line. Detroit's leading 3-0 in the second quarter. David Hill in motion across. Quick pitch to the tailback. Sims slips down on the cut. Slipped on the cut. George Cumby was there. Loss of a yard on the play makes it 2nd and 11.
Well, it didn't look like he had anything, Lindsey. The Green Bay defense looked like it had him stacked up.
Vince Thompson has brought in the next play. He's the number 38 there. Leonard Thompson wide to the left side. Freddie Scott to the right side. For the Detroit Lions to loosen up Sims to stride left. That's Eric Hipple. Sims to the 38-yard line. George Cumby made the stop along with Rich Wingo. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 8 yards to go now with the ball at the 38-yard line. Estes Hood comes in there, as he does on the nickel for the Green Bay Packers.
This is a big down both ways here. They have good field position. Green Bay has to stop, and Detroit wants to pick up the 1st down and be in field goal range. So this is a big play both ways.
Horace King's in there now. And a left set. Horace King comes in frequently on passing situations. Eric Hipple swings it out to Billy Sims. On the sideline, cuts back. 20, 15. Inside the 10-yard line to the 9. Ezra Johnson made the stop. 1st down and goal to go for the Detroit Lions.
Well, Sims made that because he's a great back. The screen was read very well by Douglas. Now watch Douglas come over here, 53. And Sims gave him a straight arm, and his running ability and his maneuverability made this play possible. An average back would not have made this run possible. Look at Ezra Johnson with the speed he has, bringing him down from behind.
1st down and goal to go Detroit at the Green Bay 9-yard line. Freddie Scott going out to a wide left. Vince Thompson. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Vince Thompson took it in.
Well, that's what happens when you're concerned about a back like Sims. You're keying him all the time. They had good blocking at the point of attack. It's just a slant play. Give it to the fullback. 77, Mike Butler took himself out. Thompson shows his strength and power and drags him over. Here it is. Here's another angle on it. Nice hole. Nice blocking at the point of attack. Good block by Elias.
Conversion attempt coming now. Murray is 36 for 36. Hipple is holding. Giuliani makes the snap. It's up, and it's good. 37 for 37 is Murray for the season. And so now trailing 3 other teams in the Central Division by a game. It is picked up at the 21-yard line. Brought back to the 25, the 30, and Jim Jensen is finally down at the 35. Jim Jensen stopped by Vince Thompson.
Well,
That's a scoring drive, 40 yards in 4 plays.
that was the Sims drive. That screen pass to Sims is what did it. But, you know, Lindsey, last week the Packers were down by 14 points, and they came back and won going away, so they're used to this.
On the other hand, the Detroit Lions on the road have won 1 and lost 6. Ellis and Huckabee are the setbacks. J.J. Jefferson. Lynn Dickey. Lofton. Incomplete. Wayne Smith covering defensively.
Yeah, Smith had him covered, and Dickey threw the ball high and away. Smart thing to do.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Detroit lines up in what we call an undershift. We used to call the 54 defense all the time. The strength of the defense is to the weak side, and they run stunts, and that last time they ran a stunt and put some pressure on Dickey.
Lofton to the left and Jefferson to the right side. Dickey. And it's complete to Jefferson.
Wow.
He's at the 45-yard line, stopped by Ray Oldham, along with Wayne Smith.
Well, Jefferson made that possible. Dickey was in trouble, and he steps up. Pretty good rush on Dickey. Now watch him step up, and you'll see 83, Jefferson come back. There he is, come back to the ball. Jefferson has great concentration, Lindsey. He really concentrates on the ball. Drives him off, now watch him come back. Catches the ball into his hands and his body.
Need about a foot for a first down. Double tight end alignment. Give it to Huckabee. He's got the first. It's at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. Gray made the stop.
You know what I like about Huckabee? He starts so quickly. He's a well-disciplined football player. He seems to be. Of course, all those guys from Bo Schembechler at the University of Michigan are well coached in the fundamentals.
Next Saturday, the NFL Today kicks off a special Saturday broadcast at 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central, followed by the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. It'll be at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan, and before that ball game, you'll see a feature on the NFL Today on Eric Hipple. Be here for great sports next Saturday. Now Dickey over the middle and incomplete.
Oh, had him open.
Lofton.
Had him wide open, Lindsey. But he wanted to go short, it looked like, to his right. Now Zeke Bartkowski singles in all the plays. Former quarterback of the Chicago Bears, stand over here on the sidelines.
Second down play, 10 yards to go. Green Bay with the ball at their own 48. The Packers are not yet on the board for the day. 9 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, Hector Gray just came in. They're in the nickel.
Kaufman in motion across. Lynn Dickey steps up. Jefferson.
Oh.
And he was popped the moment he got the football. It was Luther Bradley.
Yeah. Boy. Look at this crowd. Gee. Here it is. Dickey steps up. Great catch and a tremendous job of holding on to that football. Boy, here it is again. You won't see a much better delay pattern coming across. Better job of hanging out of the ball as you're hit. He had both hands on the football. Gee.
It's going to be 3rd down and about a foot to go. This crowd is red hot.
Yeah.
Jefferson is coming off and he's getting the hand. Jefferson came off the field and he got the hand. They go into a double tight end.
Lindsey, he has leadership. John Jefferson has leadership, and that's what you need, a couple of guys to spark your team.
3rd down and about a foot to go at the 42-yard line of Detroit. Ellis and Huckabee are the setbacks. Ellis, 1st and 10, 35, 34-yard line. Ken Fantetti made the tackle for Detroit.
Well, this is a big series for the Packer offense. They're behind by 10 points. Slant play to the left. He picks a hole. Good blocking at the point of attack. Ellis has good balance.
It is spotted inside the 35-yard line. This Packer crowd is sky high here for the last home game of the year.
Well,
Jefferson right.
They have to win to stay in the race.
Dickey. Screen left, incomplete. Forward pass incomplete. Intended for Ellis.
Well, Dickey was even rushed on the screen pass.
It was Purifoy putting all the pressure on him, forcing him to get rid of it a little sooner than he'd like.
Every time you run a screen, the timing is different, and they didn't stay with Purifoy enough. And Dickey had to throw the ball before he wanted to.
Look at this. The Bears have gone ahead of Minnesota 3-0 in the second quarter.
Wouldn't that be something? Well, the Bears aren't going to score any points than that.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Len Dickey. Oh, complete to Kaufman, the tight end inside the 20, 15, 13-yard line. Luther Bradley hanging on, first and 10 at the 13.
Geez, nobody covered him.
That's a marker. There is a marker on the play.
He was wide open, Lindsey. Watch this. He's running what we call a steal pattern, down 14 yards and out. And look it, he's all alone. Now Luther Bradley comes over and makes the play from behind, but not after he made a big gain.
Dick Jorgensen, the referee, getting straightened out about the penalty there now. He goes over to the official to get the right number, I think.
Boy, was he open on that play.
Personal foul against both teams after the play was over. 23 defense, 80 offense, first down.
Well, that's it at the top of the screen there. The Oldham and Lofton.
So they're offsetting,
and Jefferson too. Yeah.
And it remains first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Jefferson to the right side, Lofton to the left side. Packers are driving here in the second quarter. They've got all the support from their fans you'd ever hope to have. Ellis into the 10-yard line. Fantetti made the stop. Gain of 3, second and 7. St. Louis leading New Orleans 14-3 in the second quarter.
And one of those touchdowns, Neil Lomax ran 22 yards.
New England 7, Miami 7 in the second quarter.
And Woodley had a 1-yard run.
The Eagles are leading the Redskins 13-6 in the second quarter.
Another pass from Jaworski to Billy Campbell.
Second down, 7 yards to go. Green Bay at the Detroit 10-yard line. Over the middle, Kaufman, 1-yard line. First down and goal at the 1, Ray Oldham, the defender.
Yeah, you know, Lindsey, that's what we call a Y looky, and that's open. See, the middle linebacker usually has to cover that, or the safety has to be up tight. Now, that pass is open time after time. Billy Kilmer used to hit that. It's a great play right in this area of the field. Here it is again. It's good for about 7 yards. The middle linebacker is the only guy that can stop that unless you play your strong safety right up tight on him.
Detroit Lions are leading by a score of 10-0. Green Bay Packers have the ball first and goal at the 1-yard line. Double tight end, Gary Lewis in with Kaufman. Ellis and Huckabee are the setback. Huckabee thrown for a loss by the Detroit defense back on the 3-yard line. Stan White.
Stan White's a big play linebacker.
Second down and goal to go.
You know, Lindsey, he's lost some speed, but he's always in the right spot. 52, Stan White. He controls this defense. Every move he makes, every sound he's controlling the huddle. What a job he does. In my book, he's an all-pro. See him?
Second down, goal to go at the 3. Huckabee and Ellis. Ellis. Stack picked up just outside the goal line.
Oh, here's a big down
And
now.
Teddy engaged.
Here's a big down coming up now, Lindsey. They're coming in with a jumbo now.
Third down and goal to go inches away from the goal line.
You know, Furness is playing. Now, he's good against the run. He's pretty darn good against the run.
Bratkowski has signaled the play out there. Lynn Dickey is calling it in the huddle for the Green Bay Packers. These Green Bay fans are calling it in the stand. Hucklebee's in the right set, Ellis in the left. Huckabee, touchdown! Touchdown, Green Bay. Harlan Huckabee from inches away.
Well, that's the way to go. Straight ahead, man-for-man blocking. If you can't make a foot in there, you don't deserve to win. Here it is. Fullback goes one way, Huckabee goes the other way. And he also had two hands on the football. Here it is again. Right in there.
Conversion attempt coming now. Jan Stenerud, who is 26 of 27, 15 years in the league. Stakowicz is holding for him. And it's good.
Get down there.
Jan Stenerud kicking to Hall and Martin. Robbie Martin will run it out from 2 yards deep. 5-10. Robbie Martin out to the 13-yard line.
Well,
a moment of indecision. Guy Prather made the tackle.
I think that was bad judgment on Robbie Martin's part. The ball's too deep in the end zone, and then he hesitated along with it. Now he's put his team in bad field position. Lindsey, yeah, 65 yards, 13 plays, 558. Just like last week against Minnesota.
First and 10 for the Detroit Lions. They start from their own 13. They've got Dexter Bussey and Billy Sims at the setbacks for Eric Hipple, the quarterback. Shifted into the eye. Sims is deep. David Hill in motion across. Sims. Ran into Rich Wingo. Number 50. And he stopped at the 14-yard line, a gain of a yard.
These fans up here have more spirit than a college game.
Don't they, though?
And you know, the Wisconsin fans, the Green Bay fans, Lindsey, are also very knowledgeable. They follow football.
Second down and 9 yards to go. Billy Sims, Vince Thompson, the setbacks now. Eric Hipple. David Hill is tight end. First and 10, and it's at the 30-yard line, stopped by Mark Murphy.
Well, he had real good protection there. He followed David Hill all the way. Now watch it. Good protection. Just a three-man rush. All day to throw. Didn't even have to throw it then. And he drilled a strike to David Hill. Mark Murphy making the play. Number 37.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the first half here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Leonard Thompson's in a wide right. Lone setback is Sims. Play action, Eric Hipple. Freddie Scott, incomplete.
I think Freddie should have had that, Lindsey. You know, he just mistimed it. Ball was a little high. By the way, Scott's averaged almost 19 yards a catch.
Next Sunday, the NFL Today starts it all, and then these Green Bay Packers are at New Orleans. Philadelphia is at Dallas. That's all starting at 12:30 Eastern Time, 1:30 Central Time, and it is next Sunday, doubleheader day.
And Green Bay leaves Wednesday to practice down near New Orleans, where the weather is a little better.
Billy Sims out to the 33-yard line. Rich Wingo and Mike Butler made the tackle.
Well, the Packers are double covering Thompson and Hill. And sometimes they're double covering Scott, so they're mixing it up there. Now here's a nickel situation. Comes Estes Hood in, number 38.
It's on a 3rd and 7.
Cumbie and Wingo come out. 4 down linemen. Johnson back in.
Horace King's in there. He's usually in on the passing downs. King is in the left set. Sims in the right set. Hipple. And it's complete. Taken by Freddie Scott. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Estes Hood made the stop.
Well, Balderswaller, Ellis, Amos Fowler, Bollinger, and Dorney right there are giving him the time to throw. And he drills it right in.
And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The automatic timeout that comes with the 2-minute warning. So with 2 minutes to play in the half, it's the Lions 10 and the Packers. Eric Hipple brings him up. Dexter Vesey is the fullback in there at the moment. Sims is the setback on the left side. Eric Hipple. Freddie Scott did not get to it. Mark Lee covering in that area.
Well, he ran what we call a corner pattern. He was open, but Hipple couldn't get the ball to him.
So it comes up 2nd and 10. Vince Thompson brings in the next play, and Leonard Thompson comes in as well.
Green Bay's nickel defense has given quite a bit of cushion there, so that Hipple has some patterns. He can run about 18 yards deep in front of the deep backs. If he throws the ball accurately, can pick up some good yardage.
Yeah, doubling Scott and Leonard Thompson to the left side. Sending Scott across. Hipple stays alive and heads for the sideline. Cuts back. Gets to the 45-yard line.
Well, he had a chance to get out of bounds, and he didn't. He went forward to try to pick up a few more yards. Now they take timeout.
Spins a timeout.
And they only have 1 left now. You remember that timeout they used earlier?
Players is goal. Sims and Horace King are the setbacks. And it's Hipple going to the left side, and he's got the 1st down, and he goes out of bounds. Eric Hipple kept it.
Good fake on that. Real good fake. And again, here's the extra dimension that this guy, Eric Hipple, adds to their attack. Now, this is designed as a pass, and watch, it's the bootleg. Now, Hipple wants to throw right here. You see that? But that's just enough fake to allow him to pick up the 1st down, and he gets out of bounds. And he even showed a straight arm on that.
Fighting off Mike McCoy, and it's 1st down now, and 10 yards to go at the 34-yard line. Leonard Thompson coming out to a wide right. Freddie Scott in the slot. Bussey's the fullback. Eric Hipple. Short hop by Billy Sims, incomplete.
Well, he had him open. He just threw the ball badly, threw it off balance.
1 minute, 30 seconds left on the clock. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Detroit at the Green Bay 34.
When we used to play Dallas, the #1 play that we had a defense was Staubach and that bootleg, the one we just saw. And Roger was such a great athlete that that play, running the ball, was more effective than when he threw it.
2nd and 10. Eric Hipple. And complete to Leonard Thompson.
Well,
Mike McCoy covering.
Yeah.
It's going to be 1st down, and it is at the 18-yard line.
Well, he's in great shape now. He's got a minute and 25 seconds to play, and I believe he still has that 1 timeout. So he's in the driver's seat.
Here comes Ulysses Norris in.
Now, from a offensive standpoint here, you tell your quarterback your ball club has to be trained. You don't make a mistake. No holding, no penalties, no fumbles, no interceptions. The worst we want to come away is with 3 points.
1st and 10 at the 18. Hipple. Dexter Bussey at the 14-yard line. Got 4.
Well, he wanted to go downfield in the end zone, but he did the right thing. He dumped it off to Dexter Bussey. No, he took his time out. Here it is. Now, no.
Okay, here we go. Second down, 6 yards to go. The ball is at the 14. Clock starts on the snap. Eric Hipple, the quarterback.
Well, boy, I tell you what. I think he was throwing that away. I hope he wasn't trying to throw it in there because Hill was covered.
Was he ever?
And that could have been an interception. You know, Lindsey, when we did Detroit and San Francisco, we said at the start of the year that the winner of this division could win 9 games.
I remember you saying that.
And that could very well be. 9-7 could win this division.
It might. 1 minute, 1 second left to play in the first half.
You know, Hipple could have run that last play. If he wanted to keep the ball last time, he could have run that play and picked up 5, 7, 8 yards.
All right, here's the 3rd and 6. And if they don't get it, they go for the field goal. Hipple. Incomplete. Intended for Horace King, and Mark Murphy came in on the defensive move.
Well, he had him open. He threw the ball behind him again.
So now on 4th down, the field goal unit is coming in.
Well, the Green Bay defense did their job. They held. You know, Green Bay has yet to block a kick this year. You remember that? We were talking about that last night with the Green Bay Packers.
That's right.
They have yet to block a kick.
It's going to be set up at the 21. This will make it a 31-yard attempt for Ed Murray with Eric Hipple holding. It is no good. It is no good. And so it is still 10-7. Clock says 53 seconds left. Ball goes over at the 20-yard line.
He just missed it. It wasn't blocked. Looked like he hooked it. That's a big miss, a big plus for the Packers.
Next Saturday, the NFL Today. Dickey. Almost picked off by Ray Oldham, and there's nobody in front of him.
Right. Oldham, with his experience, got the jump on the ball and played that perfectly. Just as Lindsey said. Here it is. Oldham's watching Dickey all the way. Now watch him come up here. Oh, he had that. That'd have been 6. You know, I used to tell my field goal kickers, I don't mind if you miss those 49-yarders, but I expect you to make those chip shots if you're going to stay in this team.
Time remaining, lower corner of your screen, inside 48 seconds. Kaufman in motion across for Dickey. Screen right to Ellis. Side slips 125. Up to the 30. Goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
Gary Cobb bounced him out.
Still 40 seconds left. Plenty of time. Watch Ellis show his niftiness, his footwork here. Little screen pass. Makes a move there. Jefferson doing a job downfield blocking. Ellis gets out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds.
Detroit leading by a score of 10-7. Less than a minute remaining to be played in the first half. Jefferson to the right side, Lofton to the left side. These Green Bay fans very much in this game. Dickey over the middle, and it's complete to Kaufman. Paul Kaufman. It's at the 49-yard line.
And they took timeout right away.
Wayne Smith, the defender. Green Bay has the Green Bay Packers at their own 48. Huckabee and Ellis are the setbacks for Dickey. Dickey going long to Lofton. He's got it at the 5-yard line. James Lofton. Hector Gray was the defender. 22 seconds on the clock. First down, goal to go at the 5.
Lofton
Green Bay Packers have called a timeout.
Yeah, Lofton thought he scored on it. Here it is. He's behind the defense. Dickey throws a beautiful up and over pass way behind Hector Gray. In fact, Dickey threw the ball as far as he could, and Lofton ran under it.
High jubilation here at Lambeau Field. Dickey has been over talking to Bart Starr, and he's come back onto the field just now. That's Dickey.
You know, Lindsey, now they can throw the ball 3 times and still try a field goal. If they don't make it, they're in great position. 22 seconds. 1 timeout left. Here's the importance of saving all your timeouts. Five-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
An over-the-shoulder catch by Lofton.
Jerry Lewis in there now on the double tight end alignment. Huckabee and Ellis are the setbacks. Dickey. Kaufman. Touchdown. Paul Kaufman, the touchdown. Look at J.J. J.J. came from the sideline.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
Jefferson came roaring down into the end zone from the sideline and leaped in the arms of the big tight end.
Well, here's Dickey running with the football. They don't have to worry about Dickey running the ball. He throws back across the green. Lofton hooks up in there. A good play. Now Kaufman doesn't care about the fine or anything. He's going to give that ball to some fan.
Conversion attempt coming now. Ron Stenerud, and it's good. So it is now the Green Bay Packers 14, the Detroit Lions 10, with 17 seconds left on it.
80 yards. Well, he's kicking it.
Robbie Martin, 5 yards deep, will not run this one out.
Well,
Touchback.
He's got that wind. He's got that good wind, so.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Clock starts on the snap. 17 seconds left. Clock did not start at all on that kickoff because it does not start until it's touched by a member of the receiving team in the field of play, and it wasn't.
Stenerud's getting strength in his old age.
Been a big addition to the Green Bay Packers squad this year. Very valuable man for them. All right, Eric Hipple brings up the Detroit Lions. This is Dexter Bussey. Out across the 30-yard line. Mark Murphy in to make the tackle. Clock is running 6 seconds. First and 10 at the 31. And time has run out. That is all. The teams head for the locker rooms with the ball at the 31-yard. Whistle, he's the referee. Sort of a line drive. And it is covered back there at the 27.
Yeah.
It is Larry Lee on the ball.
Well, Larry figured he'd just cover it and not pick it up and run with it. He had plenty of time to advance it. You know, they've held Sims to just 33 yards the first half. Now, that's another thing that they've taken away from the Lions. The Lions have not been able to run the football like they had hoped.
There are the first half stats, some of which we've been highlighting here the last few moments for you. Look at the yards passing. 124 to 63. Detroit. 163, beg your pardon. Okay, running backs in an I formation for Eric Hipple. That is David Hill in motion across. Quick pitch taken by Billy Sims.
Well, that's what they have to do, Lindsey. They have to get this running game going. They can't throw that much with a rookie quarterback like Eric Hipple. They have to be able to establish the run and throw sparingly, and then mix in the play action like we talked about at the start of the show. Here's Thompson coming in with a play for Hipple. Now he's going to call it.
Second down, 2 yards to go. Hipple 7 for 14 and 1 interception. Leonard Thompson comes out to a wide left. Freddie Scott's in a wide right. Vince Thompson. Penalty was down. Terry Jones got to him, but there's a marker on the play.
Well, he never had a chance on it. Terry Jones read the play and hit him for a loss.
DeGuria Haggerty, the head linesman, reporting there to Dick Jorgensen, the referee.
They did that to open the play. They ran the same play on consecutive downs. You remember that? Same type of play to the same side.
Got a face mask. Green Bay Packers are consulted. Eric Hipple waiting patiently to see what the outcome of all this will be. Packers have an option.
Dexter Bussey just came in.
Wingo looks to the sideline and then tells Jorgensen what the decision is.
5-yard face mask foul. 76. Offense decline. Third down.
That's unusual. Face mask on offense. But since they legalized use of the hands by the offense, it's not unusual to reach out and grab a face mask.
3rd and 6 at the 32. Billy Sims, the lone setback on the 3rd and 6. Eric Hipple. David Hill, and intercepted by John Anderson. Linebacker Anderson is intercepted for the Packers.
Well, he had no chance to get that pass in, Lindsey. Hill was covered front and back. Here it is. Anderson has him all the way. Now watch this. No chance to get that ball in. And that's what I said earlier. That if they have to throw too much with a rookie quarterback, they're going to be in trouble.
When play is resumed, the Green Bay Packers will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Detroit 46-yard line. Yard line of Detroit. Arlen Huckabee thrown for a loss. Ken Fantetti in to make the tackle.
Great play by Fantetti. He read that play perfectly. Slipped in right off tackle and made the play for a 3-yard loss.
2nd and 13. Joe Ehrman is coming to the ballgame now defensively for the Detroit Lions, and Furness has come out.
Here comes Gray in with a nickel, Hector Gray. This is a big series for the Detroit Lions. First series on offense, the second half you're behind and you throw an interception.
Jefferson to the left side, Lofton to the right side. Back Kaufman off to a wing right. Kaufman in motion outside right. Arlen Huckabee gets it back to the original line of scrimmage before Gary Cobb makes the tackle. And that'll make it 3rd and 10.
Well, you know, I'm kind of surprised, Lindsey. They had that great field position. They ran the ball 1st and 2nd down with their passing attack and their receivers and the success they've had. Now they have to throw.
Third down and 10 yards to go. Jefferson left, Lofton right. Kaufman backs off to a wing right. In motion, outside left. Dickey going long to Lofton incomplete. Penalty marker on the play. At the line of scrimmage. Gray covering defensively.
Well, he overthrew Lofton, and Lofton was well covered as well.
Illegal motion against the Green Bay Packers.
Here it is. Pretty good protection. He just lets it fly.
82, offense, decline.
Kaufman is the man in motion. It's been declined to bring up a 4th down. Stakowicz, the punter, comes on.
You have to double Lofton every time. He's the type of receiver not one man can cover him. You have to double cover him.
Stakowicz back to punt. Robbie Martin standing on his own 10-yard line to receive it for the Detroit Lions.
Now here's where you want to kick a high ball and force him to field it inside of the 20. Make him fair catch it. Go down there and tackle him.
Stakowicz is kicking into the wind. Puts it up. Bearcat signal, and it is gone inside the 5, bounding back.
That's what he did.
He certainly did.
Yeah.
It is Cliff Lewis down there. They're the ball, and it's going to be first down and 10 yards to go, and it'll be at the 5-yard line. Eric Hipple brings them up. Sims and Bussey are the setbacks into the I formation. Bussey ahead of Sims. David Hill in motion across. Penalty marker. Hipple still has it.
Yeah, Detroit's losing their poise.
Anderson made the stop. Illegal motion.
Yeah, Sims was in motion, and Hill timed his motion too soon. Both 20 and 81. You know, a play that Detroit ran successfully was that screen pass to Sims. They haven't come back to that.
Still getting a little administration taken care of here. Douglas up there to represent the Green Bay Packers.
Illegal motion, number 20, offense, decline, second down.
Billy Sims. It's second down and about 8 yards to go.
Here's where you need a big play from your offense. When things are going wrong, you're in the hole, somebody has to come through with a big play.
Leonard Thompson, Freddie's got a double to the left side. They have a lone setback at Sims. Sims sweeping right. Pulled down at the 9-yard line by John Anderson.
Well, the momentum of this game has changed.
That's Billy Sims with the pad showing.
Now here's something that's kind of risky, Lindsey. Hipple's just thrown an interception. You're in your own end of the field. What do you call here? What type of play do you call? Again, I think that screen pass I was talking about might be a good play. It's fairly safe.
Third down play. Eddie Scott in motion across from the goal line. It's pumped out. Penalty marker. David Hill has the ball. And he got to the first down sticks. Mike Douglas made the stop. Marker to be checked. Holding against the Detroit Lions. To nullify what otherwise would have been a first down for the Lions.
Wow. Well, the Packers are also getting the breaks at this time. They had picked up a first down there and got them out of the hole.
Holding, number 76, offense, still third down.
Baldischweiler back in there, and he was the man.
Now they still have that same problem. What do you call here to get out of the hole?
Third and 12 at the 4-yard line. Billy Sims, the lone setback. From the end zone, Eric Hipple. Incomplete to Freddie Scott and almost intercepted.
Yeah.
John Anderson.
Well, he had plenty of time. The Packers just came in with 3 men. 3-man rush. Hipple didn't have to throw the ball in. He didn't realize he had that much time.
So now fourth down. Skladany is in to do the punting. He'll be punting with the wind, and Nixon is dropped back near midfield to receive it. Skladany will be as deep as he can get there in the end zone. 10 men on the line for the Green Bay Packers.
Well, this area of the field, I always like to return it, Lindsey, right in here. I didn't necessarily care for the block punt at this time of the game. I wanted to return the ball because we'd have good field position.
Nixon at the 50-yard line, at the 45, at the 42.
And that's what they had.
Rick Kane downfield to make the tackle for Detroit. So when play is resumed here, the Green Bay Packers will have it. The NFL today and the Sunday doubleheader next week. Green Bay at New Orleans, followed with the doubleheader game, Philadelphia, Dallas, 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central Time. Jefferson in motion across for the Green Bay Packers. Whistle stops play. Steve Furness beat the snap.
Well, he knew he was wrong. That's from listening to cadence. You don't listen to the cadence, you watch the football.
That's going to make it 1st and 5.
Oh, that's a big 5. Now that changes your strategy on offense also.
Encroachment, number 71. Defense, 1st down.
You got 3 downs to pick up 5 yards.
It's at the 37-yard line. Lofton to the left side, Jefferson right. Huckleby and Ellis to the setbacks. They back off Kaufman to a wing right. Ellis. He's got the 1st down at the 31-yard line. Gary Cobb, Ken Fantetti made the stop.
Well, no contain man on the play. There it is. It's designed to go inside, and he bounces outside. Cobb didn't contain it, and Fantetti overran it.
Green Bay Packers are leading by a score of 14-10. We're in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball 1st and 10 at the Detroit 30-yard line. Jefferson in motion. Dickey play action. Jefferson, and he's got it at the 15-yard line. And Teddy covering. 1st and 10, Green Bay at the Detroit 15.
Well, Stan White called an audible here. Now, whether they picked it up or not, I don't know. But he's really upset. Jefferson hooks up, runs a curl pattern in there. White makes the play right in front of the defenders, behind the linebacker.
Jefferson to the left side, Lofton to the right side. Lynn Dickey, the quarterback. Huckleby at about a yard, if that. Ray Oldham in to make the tackle.
Well, what a big series this is. It's been all Green Bay the second half. In fact, the last minute of the first half, Green Bay took over. And it's continued that way.
2nd and 9, just inside the 15-yard line. Green Bay fans are enjoying themselves to the fullest in this, the final home game of the year. Dickey. Low and incomplete.
Wide open. Nobody covered him, Lindsey. The ball was thrown low. What a break for the Lions. That was a touchdown. Dickey had him wide open.
Arlen Huckleby back to the huddle. 3rd down and 9 at the 14.
Here it is. Now watch Huckleby come out of the backfield. He's wide open here. Way too low. Would have had a touchdown on that.
Dickey. Lofton. Touchdown. Penalty marker. Penalty marker in the corner of the end zone. Luther Bradley was covering.
Well, here it is. Luther Bradley trying to cover Lofton one-on-one. Dickey has the time to throw, and that's the key to it. He's wide open. In fact, he had to wait for the ball. When Lofton starts over the middle and breaks out, he's very difficult to cover. Now he throws the ball up in the stands again.
Face mask. It was against the Detroit Lions. Touchdown. Penalty will be enforced on the ensuing kickoff.
That's 2 face mask penalties against Detroit.
Conversion attempt coming now. Stenerud will attempt it. Packers are leading 20-10. Stakowicz is holding. they come back up the field. It is the Green Bay kicks off from the 40-yard line. Stenerud will boot it. Hall and Robbie Martin are deep. It's another line drive. Goes into the end zone, and it'll be Hall taking it there for the touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Penalty marker back upfield. I think he put the back in his pocket. Inadvertently dropped.
Yeah, 5 plays, 42 yards.
So the Detroit Lions now start 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Packers are leading them by a score of 21-10. 9 minutes, 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And I would think, George Allen, that it's about time for the Detroit Lions to try to get their act together.
Well, it'll show us what type of leadership the Lions have. They must come back. They have to prove that they're a first-place team. They haven't done that.
Eric Hipple brings them up. Running backs in and out. This is Sims. Out to the 24-yard line. Stopped by John Anderson. 2nd and 6 at the 24. Eric Hipple has quarterbacked the Detroit Lions throughout today's game.
Well, Ezra Johnson just came in. They're expecting a pass.
Next Saturday, you'll see a feature on Eric Hipple on the NFL Today preceding the telecast. Sims and Thompson are the setbacks. Freddie Scott in motion across. Eric Hipple. Incomplete to Thompson, the fullback. George Cumby covering.
Well,
6.
Yeah, he had him open. Had him open on that play. Delivered the ball pretty good. I think that ball should have been a reception, Lindy. Here it is, play action, faking to both backs. Thompson only gets one hand out there. That's a little bit low. Everybody wearing gloves.
3rd down play coming. Hipple. Billy Sims, 1st and 10 for Detroit. It's at the 38-yard line. Mike Douglas made the stop.
Well, that was a clutch play by Hipple and Sims. Sims running an angle pattern, and watch him deliver it right in there, right on the money. That's the type of play where Sims can break away and make a big gainer. He doesn't have to wait for the ball.
Ball is spotted on the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
That's the first down I believe they've made this half, Lindsey. 4th quarter, look at that score. Chicago 3, Minnesota nothing.
Eric Hipple decides to run it, but he's going nowhere, and he takes the loss. Ran into big Mike Butler.
Yeah. Well, Mike Butler's a pass rusher, one of the best in the league.
Second down and 12 yards to go.
Hipple shows a lot of poise, though. He doesn't seem to let anything bother him.
Leonard Thompson coming to the wide left. Freddie Scott right as Hipple brings him up. Eric Hipple. Incomplete to Sims.
Well, there's that screen pass we were talking about. It looked like it had a chance to develop, but he just threw a bad pass.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
There it is. It's that screen pass to Sims. Now watch Sims 20 to the right of your screen. Hipple just threw it away. Looked like it had a chance to develop into a gainer. Detroit's offense has had very little consistency here today, running or passing. It's been a hit-and-miss offense.
Horace King is in the right set. Eric Hipple. And complete.
Oh.
At the 46-yard line to Freddie Scott.
And Freddie did the right thing. He went a yard beyond the marker to get the first down. Here it is. Drop back pass. The Packers faked a blitz on that. Now Hipple delivers it right in there for a strike. First down. There it is. Here's an ISO on it. Here's Scott driving him off, pretend he's going deep, and he curls up in there. Well executed first down play.
First and 10, Detroit at the Green Bay 48-yard line. Running backs into an I formation, Sims and Bussey. David Hill in motion across. That's Billy Sims. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Mark Lee ran him out.
Here it is from the I formation. Sims bouncing outside and using his speed to pick up about 8 yards.
Second down and 2. That's Sims, number 20. David Hill and Ulysses Norris are now in there to double tight end.
Another low-scoring game, Lindsey.
Rams and the Giants, 7-7 in the third quarter.
Carpenter scored for the Giants.
Vince Thompson got about a yard, and that's all. George Cumby in to make the tackle for Green Bay. Philadelphia Eagles 13 and the Redskins 6 in the fourth quarter.
Another low-scoring game. Here's a big down coming up both ways.
Miami leading New England 21-14 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, David Woodley hit Eddie Hill for 4 yards.
Dallas 27, Baltimore 6 in the second quarter.
Baltimore's going for that bonus pick.
Aren't they, though? Monty Clark, head coach of the Detroit Lions. Here's a third down and 1 yard to go. Sims, he got the one, I think.
And there's a flag.
Rich Wingo, but there's a flag.
Geez, that's kind of risky. Going wide, 3rd and inches.
And the penalty is against the Detroit Lions.
Well, he had the first down, no question about it.
Well, they're going to measure before the Green Bay Packers exercise their option, to be sure.
You know, it looked like somebody moved.
So that if he didn't make it, they could decline and make it fourth. So
it could be holding, probably holding, Lindsey. No, he didn't
make it.
No, he didn't
did not make it. Now, if they want to decline, it'll bring up a fourth down. That's Douglas exercising the Green Bay option. Referee Dick Jorgensen. He's going to step it off.
It'll be 4th and inches. They accept the penalty.
They accept it. It's back to the 48.
Holding.
Yeah.
Number 80. Offense. Still third down.
Ulysses Norris, who had come in as a double tight end.
Well, that was the correct call to make because 4th and inches, the Lions could go for it and pick it up. Now they got to go 4th and 11.
With the ball at the Green Bay 48-yard line. It is third down.
Or 3rd and 11.
Sims and Horace King are the setbacks. Hipple. David Hill trying to get to it and could not.
Yeah.
John Anderson had him screened up. A marker is thrown.
A late flag, a very late flag. The ball was thrown behind David Hill.
It was a late flag because the official dropped it the first time and had to pick it up and then throw it. Monty Clark.
Well, the officials are starting to take over now.
Interference. Number 59. Interference. First down.
John Anderson called for interference.
Damn, that was a late call, wasn't it?
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Anderson's been playing great ball for the Packers. Steady football player, quiet guy. here's that crowd noise we had.
Sims. Dives to the 21.
Geez, the Green Bay defense is really pursuing. Sims tried to cut back, and he was hit by 3 people.
Led by George Cumby.
A counter play would be an effective.
Minnesota's gone ahead of the Chicago Bears by a score of 7-3 in the 4th quarter.
So,
look at the standings starting play today in the NFC Central.
The way they're pursuing, Lindsey, some type of reverse would be effective.
2nd and 7. Complete at the 10-yard line to Freddie Scott. He's inside the 5. At the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal. Ezra Johnson made the stop.
Scott was so open. Watch him. He gets turned around here. Now Hipple steps up, drills it in, and now Scott spins around here and starts going the other way. Big play, gives him a 1st down on the 4-yard line.
Spotted a little actually inside the 4 at the 3.5. Clock is running with 3 minutes, 56 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Double tight end, David Hill, Ulysses Norris, Vince Thompson, and Billy Sims, the setbacks. Billy Sims. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Sims did that by extra effort. He was stopped. He lunged, was stopped, spun around and scored. Same type of effort he used against Kansas City. Now watch Sims get hit here. He jumps, keeps his balance. Now the 2nd effort he goes in, and 2 hands on the football. That's what I like to see. You can't afford to make mistakes in that area of the field.
So now it's 21-16 on the conversion attempt coming. Ed Murray will attempt it. Eric Hipple is holding.
Low snap.
And it's good. So now, the Detroit Lions have driven downfield. They have scored, converted, and it is now the Green Bay Packers 20.
That team 80 yards in 12 plays.
Murray's kick. McCoy in the end zone, and he will not run it out. They'll take it at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, we got a new ball game now. Detroit's back in it.
They're right back in it, and this series should be indicative right here. Now Chicago has gone ahead of the Minnesota Vikings 10-7 in the 4th quarter, and how do you like that?
Boy, oh boy.
3 minutes, 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
If Minnesota loses that, that'll be 3 in a row for them, I believe. Well, and they had a 2-game lead in this division at one time.
They were upset by these Green Bay Packers last week. Huckabee and Ellis. That's Ellis. Out to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 makes it 2nd down and 5 at the 25. Ken Fantetti made the stop.
You know, Hipple's had 2 80-yard drives for touchdowns.
Here comes Gary Lewis and at tight end.
Oh, they really like this guy. Gary Lewis, a 2nd-round pick. 4.55 speed. A great athlete.
Huckabee comes off. They will have a double tight end alignment with a lone setback who will be Gary Ellis. Ellis takes the loss as Dave Purifoy made the tackle. A penalty marker.
Well,
might have been a face mask.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been. That's against Detroit for sure. Yeah, that's what it is.
Face mask against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. Reached out and grabbed the face mask, number 75.
Giants 10 and the Rams 7 in the 4th quarter.
5-yard face mask foul, number 75, defense, 1st down.
Dave Purifoy makes it a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Purifoy made a heck of a play. He read the blocking, reached out and got a face mask. had him for a 3-yard loss.
Packers are leading by a score of 21-17. Started the day one game back of these Detroit Lions in the standings of the Central Division NFC. Jefferson in motion across. Dickey pumps it to Lofton at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Ray Oldham made the stop.
Well, they send Jefferson in motion as a decoy and then run Lofton on a slant pattern. He's got the protection, and he drills it in there. He's wide open. Lofton's one of the few receivers in the league. Here's another look that will come over the middle. He's got the size and the speed. There goes Jefferson in motion.
Huckabee stopped short of the 45-yard line by Doug English. 2nd and 7. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Ball is spotted actually at the 44-yard line.
Well, Green Bay's mixing their running and passing game very well. They're keeping the Detroit defense off guard.
Jefferson right, Lofton left. Then Dickey. Taken by J.J. and he goes out of bounds with the reception at the 43-yard line. Wayne Smith covering. 1st down and 10 yards to go for the Green Bay Packers.
Well, that was a big 1st down. Here it is. Dickey going back. He wants Jefferson all the way. Jefferson drives Smith off. Makes a nice catch and goes out of bounds. Here it is again. 1-on-1. An out pattern in front of the defender, in front of Smith.
Green Bay Packers are driving 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line of Detroit. Huckabee took a loss of about a half yard. Furness and Fantetti made the stop.
Well, what's happening is that Dickey has the time to throw. He has good protection. He's mixing in his running game and play-action passing. And if he gets time to throw, one of those wide receivers has to be open.
Monty Clark. It's 2nd and 11. Green Bay at the Detroit 44. Clock is running with 50 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Jefferson left and Lofton right. Dickey. And it was Furness who got there in a hurry at the 50-yard line.
Well, they had a safety blitz on. Dickey didn't have a chance.
3rd and 17 at the 50.
And that's what they have to do to get some rush. They have not been able to get the rush with their 4 men.
Clock is running with 28 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Furness goes out.
3rd and long. Jefferson left and Lofton right. Hoffman in motion. Dickey. J.J. 1st and 10. Jefferson took it. Hunter covering defensively. Time has run out in the period. Time has run out in the period.
Well, anytime Dickey has had time to throw, he's hurt the Detroit defense.
They're going to measure for the possible 1st down. Time has run out, but they're going to measure first so they can spot the ball. There is no time remaining on the clock. But did he pick up the 1st? First down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Packers 21, Lions 17.
Charge he has.
1st and 10, Green Bay at the Detroit 33-yard line. This is Lindsey Nelson with George Allen in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ellis and Huckabee, and here's the pitch to Ellis. Cuts back. Drives it down there to the 26-yard line. Gay and English made the stop.
Dickey's thrown for 248 yards today, Lindsey.
2nd down and 4. Spotted at the 27-yard line. Jefferson going to the right side. Lofton to the left. Back Kaufman off to a wing right. This is Huckabee. Stopped at the 26 after a gain of 1. Cobb and Furness made the stop. 3rd down and 3 yards to go for the Pack. Now they bring tight end Gary Lewis in. There goes Huckabee off the field. Double tight end alignment. A lone setback, and that's Ellis on a 3rd and short.
Well, we always played 3rd and 3 as a pass. Used our jet charge and played pass over run. Let's see what we get here.
Lewis in motion across. Dickey swings it out to Ellis. He was struggling, but he didn't get to the sticks. At least I don't think he did. William Gay made the tackle. They're going to take a long look now, depending on where that ball is spotted. Luther Bradley also in on the play.
Here's a good individual effort by Ellis. Now he avoids Bradley. Bradley got hurt on the play.
It is 4th down and about a yard to go at the 24. Bradley injured on the play. Luther Bradley, former Notre Damer. That's Bradley, the 27. Bradley started today's game in place of Jimmy Allen.
Jimmy Allen has a injured toe, and they miss him today. Hector Gray just came in, number 26.
White Star. Bradley's getting some assistance, but leaving under his own power.
I think he's all right.
Bratkowski sending out the next play with Dickey there.
But it looks like they're definitely going to go for it.
Alvin Hall has replaced Luther Bradley defensively. They're going to go for it 4th and 1. The Packers are leading 21-17. 13 minutes, 34 seconds left to play. Double tight end, Kaufman and Lewis. Huckabee and Ellis are the setbacks. Do they pick up the 1, or does the ball go over? Huckabee, first down. He got it. Ken Fantetti made the tackle.
Well, they ran to the strength of the formation to the wing side, and Huckabee made it very, very easily. Here it is. Fullback leading the play. Good blocking at the point of attack. Now he cuts back. Fantetti made the tackle, but he had the first down.
Jorgensen says, bring out the chain.
Oh, jeez.
Jorgensen says, bring it out.
Well, it's better to measure it and be sure.
He made it. Just barely. Luther Bradley's back in there now defensively for Detroit. Ball is at the 23-yard line.
Detroit's defense, Lindsey, I don't believe have taken the ball away once today on a fumble and interception. Green Bay has played perfect ball on offense.
Huckabee and Ellis, the setbacks for Lynn Dickey. Dickey. And complete to Lofton. Wayne Smith and Ken Fantetti made the stop. First down and 10 yards to go at the 12-yard line.
Look at the protection that Dickey has here. He surveys the field. He has all day to throw. Good protection. James Lofton just standing there, picking up another first down. Here it is. Lofton driving the defender off, and he curls up.
Ball is inside the 12-yard line. First and 10. Here's Huckabee. Slashing into the 8. William Gay in to make the tackle, along with Purifoy.
Well, you know what I like about the Packers today? When they get scored on, they respond and come right back and drive the ball down the field into scoring position. That's a real fine offensive performance. Every time they've been scored on, Lindsey, they've done that.
Second down and 7 at the 8-yard line. The first play, Jefferson's carrying. Jefferson stopped just short of the goal line, about a foot away. Stan White and Ken Fantetti. Jefferson carrying on the reverse.
There it is. Good call. Now watch Jefferson dive for the end zone right here. He really wants to score. He bumped into Goforth. He may have scored, but Goforth hit him. Here it is again. He didn't make it.
First and goal, short of the goal line. Ellison Huckabee. One official says touchdown. One linesman says touchdown.
The guy closest to him didn't call it.
The guy closest did not, but the referee says touchdown. Legory Haggerty, the head linesman, called it.
Yeah. Here it is. Straight ahead dive. It's hard to tell whether he scored or not from this view. The closest official did not signal.
Conversion attempt coming now. Jan Stenerud, Ray Stachowicz holding. And it's good. So the Green Bay Packers are leading now by a score of 28-17. The Pack came back and drove down the field to score. 10 minutes, 41 seconds left to play in this game. For the Detroit Lions.
Well, you know, Lindsey, Dickey went 80 yards in 16 plays.
And the Green Bay Packers are leading at 28-17. Next Sunday's doubleheader, the NFL today will kick it all off, of course, then the Green Bay Packers at New Orleans, followed by the doubleheader game. Robbie Martin, but Hall gets the ball 2 yards deep, and Hall's going to run it out. Alvin Hall took it away from his teammate and returned to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, there was a communication mix-up there. They both went for the ball.
And Scott made the tackle.
And only brought the ball out to the 19, no, to the 14-yard line.
14, there's the scoring drive. Now, can the Detroit Lions move again?
Well, this game has been 80-yard drives on both sides.
Eric Hipple brings them up. Sims and Bessie are the setbacks for the Lions. Hipple out to Bessie on the screen right. And he is dropped back at the 7-yard line by Rich Wingo. Lost to 7.
Well, the Packers were in double coverage. And that's a strong defense for any type of flare action.
Miami leading New England 24-14 in the fourth quarter. And the Washington Redskins have gone ahead of the Eagles 15-13 in the fourth quarter.
6:24 to play. Monty Coleman intercepted a pass for a touchdown.
Sims and Vince Thompson to the setbacks. From the end zone, Hipple steps up now to the 1-yard line and throws it as long as he can throw it. Leonard Thompson, incomplete and no flag. Mark Lee covering defensively, incomplete and no flag.
Hipple threw that ball about 55 yards, and Mark Lee was playing the ball, so he was perfectly legal here. Now watch this. They're both going for the ball, but Mark Lee is playing the ball. He's not playing the man. Good call by the officials. Here's another look. Now watch Mark Lee, 21, go up and play the ball.
Third down and 17. Horace King comes in.
Boy, this is a big down, Lindsey, right here.
Leonard Thompson, Tracy Porter, Fred Scott, 3 wide receivers. Hipple, end zone, screen right, taken by Sims. He's at the 7-yard line, cuts back to the 10-yard line. George Cumbie cut him down. 4th down. Detroit Lions send the punting unit on. And there is joy in Packerland.
Well, here's a 3rd and long. They're in their nickel defense. No chance, so Sims tries to cut back. Cumbie, right, number 52 here, makes the play.
Tom Sedani is back in the end zone to do the punting. Nixon is up back to his 40, or rather to the 45-yard line of the Detroit Lions to receive it. 10 men on the line. Under heavy pressure, Sedani gets it off, hits on the 41. Nixon lets it go. And it's going to be blown dead at the 47-yard line of Detroit. Stan White is over the ball there. So when play is resumed here, the Green Bay Packers have the ball in excellent field position. They have it 1st and 10 at the Detroit. 1st and 10 Green Bay at the Detroit 47-yard line. Huckabee and Ellis the setbacks. Hoffman in motion. Ellis to the 44-yard line. Ray Oldham brought him down. A gain of 3 makes it 2nd and 7.
Boy, the Packers have had great field position today.
San Francisco 21, Cincinnati 3 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Montana scored on a 1-yard run.
The amazing San Francisco 49ers. They've already locked up the NFC West. 2nd and 7 here. Dickey. Gathered in by John Jefferson. J.J. pulled it in. Luther Bradley covering. It's at the 25-yard line.
Lindsey, the key to this is the protection that Dickey's getting. Now watch this. He has time to throw. Jefferson is open, makes a nice jumping catch. 1st down.
They spotted at the 26.
Here it is again. Jefferson has good concentration, works to the open area.
Seven minutes, 12 seconds left to play in the game. Hoffman in motion. Ellis hit immediately by Gary Cobb.
This Green Bay offensive line has given Dickey the protection that he has needed today to hit Lofton and Jefferson and Kaufman. Jefferson now has 113 yards receiving.
Big day for J.J. It's 2nd and 11 at the 27. Jacoby to the 22-yard line. William Gay made the tackle. A gain of 5 on the play will make it 3rd down and 6 yards to go. St. Louis leading New Orleans 30-3, and that is the final score. Score.
Neil O'Donoghue kicked a 24-yard field goal.
Green Bay Packers play New Orleans next week. First of 2 road games. They play New Orleans, and then they finish up against the New York Jets on the road. The NFL today starts it next week. The Sunday doubleheader, Green Bay at New Orleans, and then the doubleheader game, Philadelphia at Dallas, 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central Time. Jacoby and Ellis, the setbacks. Ellis trying to get to the first down 6. He didn't get that far. Gary Cobb made the tackle.
Well, they go for the field goal.
Stenerud and the field goal unit are coming on. Stakowicz coming on to hold. Ball is spotted at the 18-yard line. 4th and 2, but they go for the field goal here. His longest is 53, and this will be a 36-yard attempt. Stenerud's 36-yarder is good. And the Green Bay Packers add 3 more points. So now it is the Green Bay Packers 31. The Detroit Lions 17. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to play. 12:30 Central live on CBS Sports. Stenerud is kicking off. Martin is waiting. 2 yards deep in the end zone. Touchback. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. So the Lions start from deep in their own territory with 4:45 on the clock. Here's a final. Miami has defeated New England 24-14.
Well, when you're this far behind with 4 minutes and 45 seconds to play, you need big plays. The only thing that can get you back in the ball game is mistakes by the opponent's offense or a couple of big plays by your offense. And Detroit hasn't been able to do that today. They've had 2 80-yard drives, but that takes too much time now. You run out of time for that type of football.
Tracy Porter, Fred Scott, Leonard Thompson, 3 wide receivers for Eric Hipple. Hipple. And that's Casey Merrill.
Hipple had plenty of time to throw. He had trouble reading the defense, couldn't find anybody open. That's why Casey Merrill got the sack. Now watch this. This is only a 3-man rush, 5 blockers against 3. Now watch Casey.
They're ready to go. No huddle play, and it's pitched now behind the line to Sims, and Sims out to the 40-yard line. He's stopped at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10. John Anderson made the stop. No huddle play, and they pitched it behind the line to Sims. They're ready to go again. They've called them already. They're ready. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rick Kane is in there now. Rick Kane giving Sims a little breather. Hipple dropping back. Goes it to Kane, and Kane is hit immediately by John Anderson. It is at the 44-yard line. They picked up 3 yards on the play, 2nd and 7.
Well, Green Bay's rushing was just 3 and laying off with 8.
No huddle play. They're ready to go. Clock's running. 3:50 left to play. Hipple dropping back. And again, he scrambles out. Incomplete, almost intercepted by George Cumby, right in his hands.
Yeah, he threw that right to Cumby.
Stop the clock.
Got a break there. Cumby had his 2nd interception.
3rd and 7 at the 44. Billy Sims, Horace King are the setbacks in there now for Detroit. Porter, Scott, Thompson, wide receivers.
They can run against this defense if they want to take the chance and use the time.
Leonard Thompson had run a deep pattern, just got back to that huddle. Clock starts on the snap. Hipple. There's a screen. Taken by Horace King. Gets to the 48-yard line. Gained about 4. Green Bay Packers are leading 31-17.
Here's the screen pass. Packer defense read it well. No chance.
It's 4th and 2 at the 49.
Look at this upset. Philadelphia lost again. Washington beat them 15-13. Monty Coleman intercepted a pass and went 52 yards.
Timeout taken by the Detroit Lions. The Lions.
We've repeated a couple of times that our destiny is in our hands. And that's what they wanted. But the Packers took it out of their hands.
That is John Anderson, I think, on the ground. Anderson has a history of broken arms, as a matter of fact. He has had several broken arms, or the same arm broken several times. John Anderson is the man who is getting attention.
And he's been doing a heck of a job for the Packers this year. He's a steady football player. Seems to be all right.
Here comes Hipple now into the huddle for the Detroit Lions. 2:59 on the clock. If the Green Bay Packers win this game and they are leading, they'd be in a tie with Detroit as far as standings are concerned. Chicago leading Minnesota 10-9 in the 4th quarter. 7 seconds remain to be played in that game. This is Kane.
And there's a flag.
Terry Jones made the hit. There is a marker.
Shuffle pass to Kane.
Illegal downfield against the Detroit Lions. Minnesota-Chicago is a final score now, as Chicago has defeated the Minnesota Vikings 10-9 final score.
Boy, oh boy. I think that's 3 losses in a row for the Vikings. Safety by Tom Hannon.
What a division, the Central Division of the NFC.
We said 9 wins. 9 wins might not make it. Maybe 8 wins.
Ineligible downfield on the forward shovel pass. 6 offense, still first down.
Okay. 1st and 20. Detroit back at their own 41-yard line. On the shovel pass, they had an ineligible man downfield. Rick Kane and Vince Thompson are the setbacks here. Hipple. Ball gets away. Detroit got the ball. Detroit retains possession. It was Mike Douglas who made the hit.
Yeah.
Russ Bollinger got the ball.
Here it is. Mike Douglas dogged off of the 3-man line. Look at these fans. Everybody in the stadium is standing up.
Clock is running all the while. And it's wound down to 2:15 as we approach the automatic timeout. It comes with a 2-minute warning. Second and extremely long. Scott crossed the 50-yard line, made the catch at the 49. Mark Murphy ran him out there. Now they're going to spot the ball at the inbounds marker, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
You know, Lindsay, another thing that's hurt Detroit today is that they've had 5 penalties, and they were all critical ones. Really hurt them.
2-minute warning. It'll be 3rd and 10. Senior producer Charles H. Milton III. Today's game produced by Bob Rowe. Directed by Joe Carolet. And these are the people whose fine work have made this telecast possible from here at Green Bay, Wisconsin this afternoon.
Well, you know, Lindsay, Detroit's had trouble winning on the road all year. And this holds up.
They've won only 1 on the road. They're 1-6 on the road. They're 6-0 at home. This is 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Detroit with the ball at the Green Bay 49-yard line. 1:59 on the clock. Sims and Horace King are the setbacks. Hipple complete to Freddie Scott. First down and out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Estes Hood ran him out.
There it is. 4-man rush. Hipple throws a fine pass. Scott takes it, backs up, and gets out of bounds.
Detroit Lions still battling. First and 10 at the 26. 1:52 on the clock. Packers leading 31-17. Here's a final. 49ers 21. The Bengals 3.
Two hottest teams in football. And the Giants knocked the Rams off. I think that's 4 straight losses for the Rams.
Hipple. No catch. No catch. Billy Sims trying to pull it in. Mark Lee covering. Sims is still down.
Sims made a great effort to try to catch that. The ball was low.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Boy, that'd be a shame to...
Sims is hurt.
To lose him on a play like that. The ball was thrown real low. And he had it momentarily.
Okay, take a look now at an update of the standings, presuming that Green Bay wins here, and already with Minnesota having lost, here's the way it looks. Tampa Bay, which started the day with a tie with Detroit and Minnesota, still out there, but they are one to play, of course. The verdict's not in on them.
Well, that's really something, isn't it?
How many games did you say it would take to win in this?
I said 9. I'm changing my verdict right now. I'm saying 8.
You could be right.
Boy, you know, Lofton's had a game today. 8 catches for 113 yards. Or not Lofton, Jefferson has 8 catches for 113 yards, and Lofton has 4 catches for 90 yards. Those two guys have kept the drives going.
I think Jefferson today has looked more to me like the Jefferson of San Diego than at any time since he left there.
Yeah, Lindsay, that's right. And he's shown such a spark of leadership, and that's what a team like the Packers need. They have pretty good talent here, and he's congratulating the linemen and the special teams.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line. Hipple. Well, again, Ezra Johnson got to it. Ezra Johnson. It's a loose Green Bay team right now. Well, a loose crowd, for that matter.
Yeah, they're running stunts. They're coming in with a 4-man rush. That's all.
3rd and 19. Clock is running. 1:35. You see it running inset, lower right-hand corner of your screen.
He's been sacked 4 times. Lost 23 yards.
3rd and 19. They swing him out there now. Wide receivers. Penalty marker. Freddie Scott incomplete. Estes Hood covering defensively. Marker at the line.
Well, Hipple wanted to get rid of that ball before he had to. He's worried about getting sacked again. He threw it before the pattern developed.
Next Saturday starts for the NFL today, and then the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central Time. Another big Central Division battle. They'll be all even as far as their standings concerned.
Number 89, offense lined up offside.
Tracy Porter.
Decline. 4th down.
Tracy Porter lined up offsides for Detroit. It's been declined to bring up 4th down.
That's an oddity. That's usually the other way around.
Isn't it? 4th and 19.
Well, this is a great win for Bart Starr and the Packers and the Green Bay community.
Last road game for the Detroit Lions, and I think they're about ready to come in out of the cold. They played their last 2 games at the Silverdome indoors. Hipple. Batted, incomplete, no flags. Ball goes over. Green Bay Packers get it, and are they ever happy? Eric Hipple takes off the helmet, leaves the field, and there's the Packer victory party, although we have 1 minute 8 seconds left to play in the game.
Yeah, another come-from-behind victory. Here it is. Three receivers to the top of the screen, putting the ball up for grabs, hoping you get a rebound. And the Packers batted out of bounds, which is pretty smart.
Estes Hood gave it the volleyball bat. It was out of bounds, and the ball goes over. 1st and 10 now. Green Bay Packers at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo won a game on one of those plays.
They did indeed.
All they got to do is fall on the ball.
Lions have one timeout left. Dickey hits the deck. They've got J.J. back there playing safety to pick up fumbles, missed snaps and whatnot.
Well, I tell you, this Green Bay offensive line of Goforth, McCarron, Leotis Harris, Greg Cook, and Mark Conard deserve a lot of credit because they gave Dickey the protection that he needed to throw today.
Detroit has taken their last time out. Next week, there's more exciting doubleheader action on CBS. Most of you will be seeing Green Bay at New Orleans, followed by the doubleheader game, Philadelphia at Dallas. And it all starts with the NFL today at 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central. Now the Detroit Lions are out of times out. They cannot stop the clock again. And 59 seconds.
One more thing. I think Detroit missed Al Baker today. They needed that good rush, and they didn't have it.
Green Bay, Minnesota, and Detroit have won 7 and lost 7 as soon as this game ends. Dickey hits the deck. The clock runs on.
Dickey deserves a lot of credit. At the start of the show, we said he's a fine quarterback. He's had a lot of problems and injuries and criticism. But when he's had the time to throw, this guy is one of the better quarterbacks in the league.
J.J. is coming off. He'll get a hand. Jefferson. Jefferson is coming off, and he's playing it to the fullest.
Yeah. He loves it.
I think that change was made just for that purpose, to get J.J. the ovation.
Oh, sure. That's a good move.
Dickey hits the deck, and they don't have to snap it anymore. They let it run out. It just keeps on running, and Detroit can't stop it, and the Green Bay Packers have won their final home game of the year, and they now have won 7 and lost 7 for the season. Here are the standings, pending the outcome of the Tampa Bay game. Those are the current standings in the Central Division of the NFC. Topsy-turvy is what it is.
Look at that.
Bart Starr, head coach of the Green Bay Packers, trying to keep a little order there. Not showing a great deal of emotion, but it was a big, big win for Bart Starr and for the Green Bay Packers.
It was a must-win for the Packers. They lose this, they're out of it.
Now they play New Orleans and the New York Jets, their final 2 games.
Well, they're in pretty good shape. The Saints aren't playing that good. They got crushed today. And they'll play them indoors on good weather.
So the final score was the Green Bay Packers 31, the Detroit Lions 17. Now this is Lindsey Nelson for George Allen saying so long from Lambeau Field, where it was 31-17. Remember to be with us next Saturday at CBS Sports. Start your day off at 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central with NCAA basketball. You've been watching CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League.